Mahera. Heka wasir ma'at. Heka wasir ma'at. Heka wasir ma'at. Heka wasir ma'at. Mahera. 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 Heka wasir ma'at. 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 Heka wasir ma'at.
paper to you which has the oath that you will be reciting today as your commitment to yourselves, your shrine, and your community.
You're going to read the oath along with Abu Ames in a moment. You should get a copy in a second. It's going around, right?
Remember to face outward. outward from the circle.
Once you have this and we begin, I need to hear you speak this loud and clear. I have to hear. I know if somebody is not saying something. All right? Not yet. I know.
He's excited. So you have the young one. Our future right here.
You see his ceremonial walk? Uh-oh. That's a priest in the making, you see?
Successfully completed my initiatory journey.
I have embraced the call to the higher consciousness.
I have embraced the call to the higher consciousness.
I understand that I am only commencing on this golden sojourn.
I understand that I am only commencing on this golden sojourn.
I will commit myself to continue cleansing, meditation, prayer, ritual, and altar work.
I will commit myself to continue cleansing, meditation, prayer, ritual, and altar work.
I understand that while this journey is mine, I must see myself as the ambassador of transformation and healing in my community and my spiritual home, the shrine of MAAT.
I understand that while this journey is mine, I must see myself as an ambassador of transformation and healing in my community and my spiritual home, the shrine of MAAT.
I commit myself to the work of the shrine of MAAT.
I commit myself to the work of the shrine of MAAT.
And I understand that the ancestors, my family, and the yet unborn are counting on me.
And I understand that the ancestors, my family, and the yet unborn are counting on me.
I proclaim that I will continue to grasp my life in my hands while working to balance the scales.
I proclaim that I will continue to grasp my life in my hands while working to balance the scales.
Nukwab neter,
Nukwab neter,
nukwab keperu,
Nukwab keperu,
nukperu yenbu.
Nukwab yenbu.
Now you have spoken the words of your oath, something that you need to ingrain within yourself. Remember that you are responsible not just for you, but all others that are in need. As any member of the shrine must know that this is not just about you as an individual. There are always people in need, regardless of their background, that are going to expect you to help them. So this oath is a reminder of what your commitment is to not just yourself, but to all people that you encounter. We have also received wind that our elder is in the park, and he is on his way. And as he approaches, we expect all of you to give him the proper greeting.
Do you remember the proper greeting? Y'all remember the proper greeting?
This is
It's a cast.
Elder
It's also a cast.
Baba HERU
For the sisters that have
coming into the part.
pretend.
This is the Elder.
Okay? When he comes in.
Bishop, can you all see me? This is your greeting to Baba Haru. When he approaches.
words is my charge to you. It's a charge that all of us, Shrine of MAAT, Temple of Anu, and all the other shrines rising here in the Menta. Serush MAAT. Say that with me, please. Serush MAAT. Restore MAAT. Restore MAAT. Actually, we should say MAAT. But we are going to accept our attempts to make this legacy sing and speak again. I can't tell you how honored I am to be in your presence, because each of you have been accused of being the oddball in your own circle. I know it. Family, friends want to know what cult you're in. Tell them it's not cult, it's culture. Spiritual, scientific culture. That's what we're about. So, in addition to my two-word charge to you, I have one warning. And I tell this to all initiates. Don't try to give your friends and families Chemetics 101 in one sitting. Let them give them a little bit at a time. And do it with mer. What is mer? Love. All right now. And you all know that the metunetter for mer is spelled with a plow, which means the cultivation of this divine energy. It's also spelled with a canal for channeling the divine flow of the energy of Mer. It also includes the two lips for uttering the words of Mer. So let's keep in mind, when we say that we Mer each other, it means that we are in the process of cultivating this energy and growing the energy of Mer among us, so that we may send that to the world. Last night I was thinking of how many of our ancestors got over here. Scared. I'm not trying to play Pharaoh. This is a simple piece of cloth that scares the dickens out of people. We call it the nemes. And I will charge each of you to look in your Pertem room. And there you will discover a chapter on the nemes. When you do, give me a call after 7 o'clock. PM. Because I'm so busy trying to create the sacred Zah, these emblems of culture. This is not jewelry, I call it joy-ari. Ari means to create, to do, or to make. Because when they receive these emblems, they holler hallelujah and a whole bunch of other things. Because it's so great for us to reconnect once again to our sacred culture. So, I can go on all day and all night without repeating myself, but I know you have had quite a day so far. It hasn't been easy for me to get here, but I told Nika that if I had to come by ambulance, I would, because it gives my heart joy to see so many of you resurrecting here in Amenta. They say that Asar is the Lord of Amenta, Neb Amentet, which means that the process of resurrection is taking place right here in the West. But Amenta also refers to the subconscious realm. I think I have to be screaming. Can we bring the drums down a bit, please? I see my brother over here. This provocateur. You all go ahead, don't you? Don't hide, my brother. We murder you, know that. So, I tell you, it's I'm really lost for words, and it's not easy for me to be lost for words, because everybody knows I have a big mouth, and I tell people it was my mouth that kept me from using my gun when I was a cop. You all know that, right?
Right.
Okay. But it was my experience on the force, on the police department, that inspired me all the more to do the work that I'm doing. Because I used to clear the corner by speaking about African culture and spirituality. Oh, I don't want to hear that. Well, then get off my post. My bosses didn't like the fact that I spoke to my people, because they said, you spend too much time talking to the people. I said, well, in the academy you told me my job was to prevent crime. How can I prevent crime if I don't get to know the people who may be causing the problems? And they know people who cause the problem. So it was a great experience for me, and it prepared me for this work of resurrection. A mission that I was given when I was a boy by my father, who was a follower of Marcus Garvey. Yesterday, I got a call that a great acquaintance of mine, Marcus Garvey Jr., made his transition. And I was visited by Reverend, you all know Keith David?
Of course, yes.
What was the movie that he appeared on?
Oh, he was in Greenleaf.
Greenleaf. I was visited by Pastor Greenleaf. Because he too wears these emblems of culture.
On the show.
And on his show.
Yes.
And he told me that he just came from recording a documentary about Marcus Garvey. My father joined that movement in San Pedro de Macorís. San Pedro de Macorís. Listen to that. Pedro is Peter. Peter is Pata. Macorís means Makeru, true of voice. I was born in the city of La Romana, the same place that Carlos Cooks is from. How many of you know about Carlos Cooks? After Marcus Garvey passed, Carlos Cooks received the sacred leopard cap, and he passed it on to one of my elders who lived on the island of Virgin Gorda. And I used to travel there at least twice a year to cut his toenails and to minister to him. And he told me, when I read to him our Declaration of Sovereignty, he said, my brother, you have cut yourself a great challenge. Because ultimately, what we are doing creates problem for some people, especially those who started out talking about Kemet. when they discovered how much work is involved in reclaiming this legacy, they started to backtrack and started to complain. Oh, the Metuneta was never what? Deciphered. It gave them an out. But because of you, and because of the many who will come after you, there is no out. Because we have been chosen. We have chosen to be chosen to carry this legacy forth. This legacy of MAAT. And I would say to each of you that we cannot produce that which we are not. So the challenge for each of us is to bring ourselves into a state of MAAT by equalizing that acid-alkaline balance within our divine temples. We have to cut down on the pork chops. Leave the chitterlings alone. And I know it's not going to be easy to leave the fried chicken. We don't say chicken, we don't even say the ends anymore. It's too hard. We say chicken. So, and as you know, chicken ain't what it used to be because they're putting all kinds of chemicals in it. That's causing a lot of our brothers to have problems with their wrist. Know what I'm saying? Because they're infusing the food with gender-bending substances. So those of you, my beloved sisters, protect your womb. Did I hear someone, is someone upset about in the back there? No. Everything is fine? Okay, good. So I can't tell you how important it is to bring MAAT within yourself so that you can render MAAT outside. And when your family says, when you go to Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner and you're having your salad and they accuse you of eating rabbit's food, remind them how prolific the rabbits are. They generate a lot of life force by eating green things. Okay? So we are called upon to eat the foods of the sun more and more so that we can come into a state of MAAT within. So okay, I don't want to ramble anymore, but I want to thank you so much for taking this journey. And I trust that many of you will stay the course because you have just begun. And you must know that a little bit of this knowledge eclipses knowledge that have been carried by people who got all kinds of degrees, but have never touched this. So you're carrying a great charge as you restore MAAT. So, by the way, you see these little things here? These are my wings. I got them on my pants too so I can walk faster. This way I don't have to put any stuffing in my shoulders. The way they do with those suits. And I will invite my brothers and sisters to start wearing your wings. Okay? We have to change the whole dress code of the West and invite them into our style because many of them are walking around, many of us, with the brands of slave masters, the same brands we used to get with hot irons. We're now putting it on and paying big money for the privilege of wearing masters' names on it. It's time for us to stop. Am I starting up again? I think I'll just stop here. Thank you so much. Glory to God.
Promise to hold them dear to our arms. At this time, time, we're going to ask all of our Wenwes to please come forth. And in the interest of time, we have two of them that will be giving you the charge on behalf of the Shrine of Ma'at.
No.
We have to say divine thanks, Bon Sir, to Wenwet for their role in your process. They have made the process of initiation, the process of even the head keppel were so much more meaningful. And so we myrrh them so much, you cannot imagine how much we myrrh them. And they have been so invaluable. Two of them were unable to be here, unfortunately. You know that there are 9 priests of the Shrine of Ma'at. And some of you might actually see yourself among them at some point. And so we will definitely speak that.
Oh, I've been remiss to introduce you to my mare. And her name she's over there, and she's named after a city. Saqqara.
With that, we ask. We know that the priests are here and they're preparing to say something. Due to the time, as Anika was saying, 2 of them will speak. We have Abu Kefra and Abu Mahir. They'll speak on behalf of the Wenwet and on behalf of the Shrine of Ma'at.
So very, very proud of you. You have come through. You have come through. Remember to walk in the aisle. Remember to live. Do not be afraid to shine your light. Don't worry about what other people think. What they think is none of your business. Won't mind. Do what you do for the man. Man, do what you need to do for the woman. Working together. Not here. Everyone has said everything that I really don't need to say before. Elder Baba Farouk and the other. We're here to support you. This is not the end, but the beginning. Yes? The very, very beginning. I mean, really. Okay? But it's fun. It's what you make. There's work in it, but there's also joy. Joy becomes involved. So, I'm going to take care for all of you. I love you, and I'm here for you. And I'll see you on the other side.
Akima family. Happy to see all of you now in the real. Because you know when we did our classes, we did everything online, living in the virtual world with this, as Rosary says, it's pandemic. But essentially everything has been said to you. If I could reiterate and say anything, in particular, Akima, living in Ma'at. You know, one of the things the elder has said is this is a living legacy that we're resurrecting. So always remember it's a living legacy, something that you practice on a regular. You know, one of the things we had done at the Herbaku, we had said, see if you can go through those 42 laws of Ma'at each and every day. If you don't go through all 42, at least go through one and deal with whatever particular law you need to deal with, you know, as you went through your Kepura process. And just make it a living legacy. And as Abu Mahir said, always know that the Wenwet are here, and Tepi Jabari and Anika are here. Baba HERU is here. You know, he said, don't, what he said, call after 7, Elder? Don't call after 7, to reach you after 7. But the Elder is there, you know. Go and look at the Sa, all the beautiful creations that he does. And one of the things in Tepe Jabari has said, and it's so important if you don't get anything else, is remember, this is a legacy where you claim your divinity. You know, it's so important that we claim our divinity and we operate from a position of power. A position of power, because there's power inside of you. And always remember that divine nature, that divine essence that you are. You know, the Hesidu, Nuku Amiku, Kemam Teperu, Emnete. You want to do it? Nuku Amiku, light free from the limb of divinity. I am a shining, shining being, dwelling in the light, created from the limb of divinity. And I just have to say, we are so amazed that you are here. It's wonderful to see you with our own eyes. Please remember, this is just the first Shrine of Ma'at weekend, the Opet Festival weekend. We had yoga in the morning. We have your ceremony. Hopefully you'll still stay, you'll eat with us. And then there's our treasure hunt. Tomorrow, then you know there's the tour of the Met. Tonight is the treasure hunt. Tomorrow is the tour. Did I just say something?
Tomorrow is the tour.
Thank you for catching me up. Thank you. Tonight is the treasure hunt. Tomorrow is the tour. Right. And then we'll go to vendors and bring a little Africa, a little Harlem home with you wherever you are. At this point, you know we are prepared to give you your pendants. This is the moment that you've been all prepared for. Please return to your circle so that we may give you the pendant of the Shrine of Ma'at, which has been hewn diligently by the master craftsman, the chief priest, and the elder priest of he's the chief priest of the Shrine of Ptah and the elder priest of the Shrine of Ma'at.
As she placed each one in the bag, she mumbled words of power.
Much mercy, Queen Sakata.
Well, folks, now that you have the hardware, you're part of the family. That's just how it works, right? You are now full members of the Shrine of Ma'at. We cannot tell you how honored we are to have you as family members. We know that there's a lot that we will do together. There's a lot of laughing. There's a lot of toiling. We are so proud of each and every one of you. With that, we run rapidly towards our.
So what I have to say for each of you is I am also very proud of you. You have worked extremely hard. You have attended your herbaku groups on a regular basis so that you can commune with each other. We recognize how much of a challenge it was to do this online. And we hope that you value the time that you have today where you actually get to finally feel and touch and be in tune with each other. Please take advantage of this moment. Get to know each other. Know that we admire you, we honor you, and we trust you, just like we do our Hemsanu and our Rakas Hashem and our Wenwet. They've all been through this journey. They know what you've been through. They know what you're about to go through. So recognize that we are here to support you. We are here to admire you, and anything that you need, please feel free to call on us and let us know.
Our commitment is the same commitment that Baba HERU gave to us back in 1998. And so he is still with us and will be with you. You know that I like to get morbid for a second, right? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Either you are going to be burying me or I will be burying you. We are together linked from this point forward. And I want you to feel the gravity of that. When you need assistance, we will appear. When you need to laugh, we're going to appear. When your family needs assistance, we will appear. Just know that that is our commitment to you. Both of the chief priests of the Shrine of Ma'at, the Wenwet, and of course the other family members. And before we conclude and eat some good, wonderful victuals from Taringa, I just want to also just give another just overwhelming myrrh, not only to our chief priest and elder of the Shrine of Ptah, an elder of the Shrine of Ma'at, Baba HERU Ankra Samad Se Ptah, and also myrrh to the chief priest, the hymnetter of our sister shrine, the Temple of Ma'at. Please, at this point, get to further know each other. You don't have to see people in a little box anymore, right? Get to know each other, and we will retire. You can either go grab some food, there is a charge, we'll tell you, or you can bring the food back here, depending on which one you prefer to do.
But before you even depart, congratulations! And welcome to your home. So at this time, the priest will be eating gratis, of course, on behalf of the Shrine of Ma'at. For those of you who would like to get a meal, we mentioned it earlier, it's also a fundraiser for our shrine. That's as part of this OPEC festival. So the meal itself, $20. There are vegetarian and vegan options. For drinks, it's $5. I believe there's ginger drinks, sorrel, and things of that nature. And for water, it's $1. So please give what you can, but as a donation as well if you'd like. But we are charging for the meals. We also have Shrine of Ma'at pins for those of you who would like to purchase as well for $10.
Now, we're not talking about our initiates. You get those already, right? I'm talking about those of you who are our guests who have committed yourselves to Ma'at. Perhaps there will be a time that you will also be in this circle, becoming a full member of the Shrine of Ma'at.
So Twalu, and we will have initiates help us with this is Sen Wiseman. So Sen Wiseman is here. He
That
will help you
includes
with
the
this.
initiation ceremony of the Shrine of MAAT.
So at this time, I'd like to welcome all of you to have a
And my phone is about to die.
So again, congratulations.
This is Brother Kim signing out. Till next time. Peace.